Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a good day or night or wherever you are. I hope you're having a good time. So I wanted to make a video over the weekend. Today is Monday, and I think it's July 26th. Uncle's Day today. I got to remind everyone about it. Uncle's Day today. So, what I was going to talk about was, well, this idea popped into my head. But first off, let's get the formalities out of the way. I urge you, please view the whole video, like, subscribe, comment, share, please. I want to see how fast this channel can grow, and I believe it can grow really fast. So, you know what? I ask that you would do that, and you can have a hand. You can in the whole construction of this whole thing. So, I thank you all that have watched and liked and subbed and all that stuff. So anyway, and please forgive my hair. It's in business for itself. I don't know what to do with it right now, so I was trying to, I don't know, go like super casual, but anyway, here we go. So I I had this thing pop into my head over the weekend, and it was very beautiful, and I wanted to share it with you guys. It is the realization that we, myself, you, we are bigger than these bodies. These bodies are not us. I am not this body. I would have chosen a different body. I don't know. But you are not your body. You are not this reality. I think, especially when I am heavily depressed, my box gets smaller and smaller, my worldview of things, of myself, of the world and everything, and I start seeing that, well, all I am is this thing, this body, and that's it. And I'm growing old and dying and blah blah blah, all that stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. So like, I think it's an amazing thing when you realize, whoa, I'm a spiritual entity, and I'm going to go beyond this body. This body is, I believe, we are here for the human experience. And I think after we pass on to the next world, whatever, we'll I think have all the answers and explanations for things. But yeah, you are not you right here. You are more. You are bigger than probably what your mind can conceive. I don't know. I just thought that was beautiful. Forgive me for stammering or whatever, but saying all the time. But anyway, I just think that's a beautiful thing. We are spiritual entities. We are bigger than these bodies. And once we break free out of these bodies, who knows? I don't know. The only people that know, obviously, what's going to happen in the afterlife are the people that have passed on, we can only imagine. That's it. We can just imagine how it is. But I wanted to share that with you. That took me 4.5 minutes to come out of my mouth. So anyway, last week was an interesting week. It was very difficult for me mentally and emotionally, because on July 23rd, that's the birthday of my niece that has passed on, and then the next day is the birthday of my now 7 years old adoptive niece. And talk about just a roller coaster of emotion. On her birthday, 7-year-old's birthday, I wasn't having it. Like, I wanted to sit in the chair all day and just sleep, slumped over and asleep, and hopefully drunk. Hopefully I had a bottle of wine somewhere, you know? But yeah, it was very difficult because I don't know how, really. I'm coping the best way I can with my niece's passing, and it's not easy. I'm always gonna mourn. I'm always gonna grieve. That's just how it is. I don't think there is a stopping point. Certain things may get better, but I guess I'm choosing to live in delusion, and I don't want to accept that she's gone. So then that brings us to 7-year-old's birthday. So, joyous occasion, right? Of course it is. She was super excited about cake and ice cream and toys and presents and everything. It was just amazing. And she went and got a manicure, pedicure, to my knowledge. So it was an amazing time for her. For me, of course, being the depressed artist, I always have to find the melancholy and bittersweet and everything. While it was a joyous occasion, I found anxiety and stress and depression in it because I hate change and I don't want her to grow up. I want these kids to just stay the way they are. And I know that obviously there's attachment there, issues with attachment, and the ego, I believe, wants to control the external world and freeze people just like this. They don't want people to change, and that's obviously wrong, because we're all beautiful flowers and we all have to bloom, right? So she's blooming into an amazing person, and you just have to sit back and be along for the ride. I was going to say sit back and enjoy the ride, but I have a hard time enjoying things. So sit back and be there for the ride. Be present. Be present, because you're always, when you think back, when you have these memories of when you were children, or whenever, nieces and nephews were smaller, you have those frozen images, and yeah, it makes me sad. I'm sad right now. So hopefully you don't turn the video off right now, because I'm getting a bit emotional. But yeah, it's of course the passage of time. Keep going back to that. I obviously have a fear of time passing and getting old, aging, all that kind of stuff. Being a prisoner of this body. Now, as you can see, being on this spiritual journey, there's this give and take, conflict. I look at it as, my negative dark side sees it as being trapped in this human body and not seeing anything beyond that. Whereas my more positive spiritual self sees it as what I said earlier, being bigger than this body, because we are spiritual entities. We're humongous. We're huge. So, so yeah, there you go. I mean, it's contradiction. I always, I'm always, I find myself contradicting myself a lot because I'm trying to just, find my way. And I will tell you this: I rather be in the wilderness with God to help light the way than be in the wilderness in total darkness, feeling my way around and going in circles and probably going in reverse. And it's I take into consideration everyone's belief system or non-belief system. Maybe you just don't believe in certain things, and that's fine. But yeah, that's me. I am in the wilderness. I think we all are in the wilderness. I think the human experience is the wilderness because it's fucking hard. It's difficult. It's a miracle to get through the day without a crane falling on you or getting hit by a bus or something just horrible happening to you. And that's death. And then you have the stresses and the worries and the bills and the bullies of the world and everything else that makes this world horrible. It's depressing. So I cope with alcohol. That's my go-to. And I'm just looking at the clock. Love alcohol. And I love porn. Love pornography. I'll tell you a story. I think I was 5 or 6 when I stumbled upon porn. And it was in the form of, I want to say, magazines. And, hidden up in the closet. But I got wind of where they were and found them, and then, just everything went from there, downhill from there, I guess. 5 or 6 years old. And then, finding the random porn tape in the VCR, which my, people, my brothers-in-law, whoever was watching it in the den at the time, they forgot the video, and then bam, I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? There's like 10 people having sex with each other, and it's blowing my 6-year-old mind, insanity. And that's where the porn told me that addiction comforted me in, I was in a comfort zone when I was enjoying pornography. I had a very unstable home life early on, before my parents, started going to church and all that stuff. It was very, it was bad. I didn't know how bad it was. I heard stories later on, but I knew it as unstable. It was bad. And I couldn't be comfortable in my own house. And, in my room, I couldn't be comfortable because, there was alcoholism and fighting and just bad stuff going on within the house. And I found solace in the pornography. So you have a 5, 6, 7-year-old kid finding peace, finding comfort in pornography. Very wild stuff. Yeah. And, so yeah, the porn said, hey, we're buddies. We're buddies till the end. So I you know, I look back on it, and that's one of the many reasons why I don't have my own kids, is because, especially nowadays, I mean, porn is practically everywhere. So I mean, it's just too. It'd be too difficult. I'd be a helicopter dad, and make my kids' lives a living hell. So yeah, the pornography. That's where it started, and that's where I'm at now. Breaking up with it, divorcing myself from the pornography, from that addiction. And it's always going to be in my life in one way or another. In one way or another, as in, I know I know it exists, and I know that it's bad for me. And alcohol, I'm still working on that one, because I love to drink, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm lying to myself or what, but maybe I'm a functional alcoholic. I don't know. Who knows? All I know is I love to drink. But I'm aware now that I shouldn't find heaven. I shouldn't find happiness in booze. That's not where heaven is. In substances, in porn, and God, promiscuous sex, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I was not on this spiritual journey, I would probably be in porn or something. I would have to be around it, deep into it, But yeah, that would be a road, another path I could have taken. But I don't want that. I don't want that path. I want this path. I want this very hard, difficult path with boulders and falling rocks and curves and all that kind of stuff. Because the path to ascension is not easy. The downward spiral is obviously, you just sit back and you get high, you get drunk, you do your thing, and then you fall down, you fall apart. So I'd rather take this high road, and the high road is, it can be shitty at times, but I think I'm getting better by sticking on this path, by staying on this path. So I hope you got something out of all my rambling today. I'm really trying to be better on camera. So thank you for sticking with me. If you stuck with me for this whole video, I really appreciate it. I love you guys so much. And please take care of yourself. I'm going to get going. Take care of yourself. Take care of your heart and your mind. And love yourself, definitely. And of course, I always feel compelled to add to anyone out there that's wanting to kill themselves. If you want to kill yourself within the next few minutes, if you're watching this in the next few minutes or hours or tonight, whatever, don't. Wait. Procrastinate. Wait another day. Things can get better. Things can get better. Once you blow your head off, once you jump off that bridge, it's done. It's done. So, please, wait. Don't do it. If anyone out there if you feel like killing yourself, talk to me. If you're depressed out of your fucking mind, talk to me. I'm here. Comment. I want to get to know all the subscribers and whatnot. So anyway, I'm going to get going now. Okay. And I've taken up enough of your time. You have an amazing time out there. Please smile. Please know that things do get better. And I know life is miserable. Life can be very depressing. But you press on. And you get blessed with another day to battle those demons. And you could win. Most definitely you could win. Alright, I'm gonna get going. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.